All right, everyone. Of course, as all of you have seen the other day, there was a major disaster in Baltimore. The bridge collapsed there with the Francis Key Scott Bridge getting hit by apparently a Sri Lankan flagged vessel, a large cargo ship. And if you watch the footage of it, I have a feeling that mechanical failure is the responsibility for this. I don't think that this was on purpose. I think it was mechanical failure. It looked like the ship all of a sudden just started to drift, and it begins a slow turn towards the pylon that is underpinning the actual bridge itself. Of course, once it hit, the bridge was underwhelmed, no longer had enough support, and then it collapsed on top of the ship. I was just thinking, like, number one, imagine you were one of the people who was going over the bridge while the ship was slowly approaching the actual pylon. And you just make it off, and then, you know, in your rear view mirror, you see it collapse underneath its own weight, and you're like, well, I dodged a bullet on that one. That'd definitely be a heart-stopping moment. Sad, because there are also 6 people still missing. They've resumed the search operations, but it's no longer a rescue operation. They're not expecting to find anyone alive at this time. If you're lucky, somebody in the cargo hold may have survived and just gotten, like, blocked in by a piece of cargo or something. So maybe you'll find somebody alive, but at this point, the 6 additional workers on the ship are not expected to be found in any state other than being bloated and belly up in the ocean. Eaten partially by sharks or something like that. A terrible time. Also, it's going to cause a logistic nightmare, because now you have to remove the bridge and repair it, of course. That means that the entire port of Baltimore is temporarily semi-out of business. Smaller ships apparently don't have a problem. They can go around the debris, and so you can do your fishing trawler. You can go in the, go scalloping or whatever you're doing. Larger vessels, though, are going to have to wait in the port and won't be able to enter the port. So the 19th largest port in the United States right now is out of commission, probably for a fairly extended period of time. Because, I mean, think about who is, at the federal level at least, responsible for the cleanup. It's Pete Buttigieg. You mean the OSHA poster boy who went to East Palestine only because Donald Trump showed up? Yeah, it's going to go over so well. The people of Baltimore, I'm sure, will enjoy the fact that there are shortages of goods in their port. I'm sure that the factories there will be very happy as well. And by the way, and I'm not blaming the Biden administration for this, because this looks like, again, a mechanical failure on a foreign flagged vessel. But it is kind of ironic, because one of the symbols of the administration is, to liberals at least, is its infrastructure bill. So our infrastructure is so great and everything's so fine and hunky-dory, and we're going to build things and we're going to repair things and maintain things. Oh shit, that half-mile-long bridge in Baltimore just got fucked. Well, there's another infrastructure project for you, I suppose. Not to, make humor about a sad situation. I mean, there are a bunch of people that are dead. The 6 that they're still searching for, I guess they've got scuba divers going down. They're probably going to be found dead as well. There's a very, very low chance that there's any survivor. I'm just hoping that they find them all in the cargo hold. Oh, they were in the hold at the time. They were playing poker or something. And all of a sudden they heard a bang, and then they couldn't open the door. And they're wondering why, and they're inside of the vessel at the moment. That would be nice. Actually, that would be a breathtaking moment. That would be big on the news, but we're not expecting that. So yeah, the Baltimore bridge disaster is definitely a major one. As far as infrastructure disasters go, I think you would have to go, ironically, back to East Palestine to find something on the same order. And so, I mean, we're hoping for survivors. We're just not really expecting that to be a thing. And so, to the families of the deceased, condolences, because, yeah, it's a fucked up situation. I have a feeling that it was an electronic failure. I don't think that the captain of the ship just said, you know what, fuck being alive, and just rammed it into the pylon, because that sort of thing is pretty rare. I have a feeling that the steering column got jammed or something like that. And it does look, based on the footage, and this is just based on a couple of shots of the ship hitting the bridge, it looks like it began to drift. It looks like it began to not have the capacity to actually be steered. And so, I know, you can't jump into the water. it's too cold. You know, you're not necessarily going to survive that. You want to remain on board the vessel, and yeah, I guess you're hoping the bridge doesn't collapse on top of you at that point. And you're like, oh, well, I'm fucked. That's about all. Peace out.